Good lord, that was hilarious, and I'm really glad that happened. And I'm glad it was just a side scene where we just skipped through it. Anyway, those days were very precious to me. Our relationship was unique and may be hard to understand from the outside, but we were all happy. The three of us loved each other, and we accepted our jealousy, affection, and everything else. I wonder if there's anything unhappy about our sort of relationship. What's wrong with two-timing anyway? I probably got a bit defiant because everything was going so well, but these days I'm starting to question why society doesn't find two-timing acceptable. One day, I'll make society approve two-timing. That's what I thought. Back to the main subject. Generally speaking, since this relationship was something wonderful to me, that's why I was having a great time during the sorting club's activities. Something you couldn't buy with money. The brilliant days of youth. And while those precious, brilliant days were passing, the day of our test flight finally came. Who's going first? Yeah! That's right, finally. We could say that from now on, it will be a rematch from last year. For last year. Time for another chance. This year, we'll reach it for show. Yeah! This is what we've been working so hard for. That's why we had to succeed with today's test flight first. Amane Senpai, who still hadn't checked the remodeled glider, came to watch over the flight. At first I was going to fly with Yoru-chan. I was the pilot, and as for the other seat, Kotori proposed to resolve who would get to ride in it with the game of rock, paper, scissors. And Yoru-chan won, duh. So you didn't let her win. I said while looking toward Asa-chan, who, along with Kotori, was in charge of the winch. Yoru-chan smiled bitterly. Well, I'll let her ride next anyway, so it's alright. We're leaving the winch to you. Asa-chan and Kotori waved from a distance. I replied by raising my hand, then closed the canopy and immediately began preparations for takeoff. We headed up into the sky while everyone was watching over us. And away we go! Woot 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 woot! To the sky, motherfuckers! We took off without a hitch and flew through the air. The glider quickly switched to level flying. Of course, I didn't lose my focus. I stayed tense and continued the test carefully. Yeah, the sky. Indeed. Indeed it does. Unlike in normal airplanes, the sky seems closer to you. I felt like a dolphin swimming in a vast ocean. So vast, so oceany. Well, we're flying after all. What's the matter? Just like you wanted to live your life with them looking up at you. Did that remark come from the bad side of your personality? What was that? San Juan de la Cruz. Oh yeah, Yoru-chan did mention that she liked poetry. That was complicated. I'm not sure I really got it. Anyway. Well, that's good. Yoru-chan recited this almost like a poem. But you've only added to it in retrospect. It's like what I told you before. I love you because I love you, and now, when you came to love our club activities, you're just trying to use reason and define them as valuable. Isn't it something like that? Huh? I did that again.
でもそんな先輩がやっぱ嫌いじゃないです。
She loves it. After that, I repeated test flights with other members taking turns. I wanted to collect as much data about the glider as possible right now to prepare for the real thing.
どうしたの朝降りてきてからずっとぼーっとしてるけど。感動して喋れなくなっちゃったんだって。なるほど、空の刺激が強すぎたのね。
Asa-chan, with an ecstatic expression, was looking up at the sky while blinking her eyes. She'd been like that from the moment we took off. Looks like she won't come back to Earth for a while.
まったく姉さんたら大げさなんだから。
But Yor-chan, you were quite excited yourself.
先輩、妹もなんだかんだでお子ちゃまね。誰がお子ちゃまですか。そうやって挑発してくる先輩こそお子ちゃまです。なんですって。まあまあ、これで全員1回ずつ乗ったことになるのかな。
Seems like it.
今日はずいぶんいっぱい飛んだな。
I want to make just one more flight.
そうか、葵くんは元気だな。
Mane Senpai's stomach rumbled. Even though she already ate the lunch I brought this morning, apparently she was hungry again already. I'll make some lunch when I get back. My treat. So sorry, but wait just one more time. While I was getting my license, I was frequently flying the glider, but now things have been different. I could do nothing but practice piloting on the simulator.
うん、わかった。待ってる。葵くんのご飯は美味しいからな。でも追い風出てるし気をつけるんだぞ。
It's okay. There's still plenty of time. I want to go ahead and do it now. I thought that if I did it like this, I could recover my skills faster. Just now I felt that I needed only a little more to get everything back.
じゃあ私もう一度乗ろうかな。
Sorry, but I want to take this last run on my own. I want to stay a little more focused.
うん、わかった。
Sorry for hogging it all to myself.
大丈夫。頑張ってきて。じゃあウィンチの準備しよっか。
Yeah, please. I'm sorry for making the leader do this.
いえいえ、頑張りましょう、葵くん。
Alright. Going on a solo test flight. I went over takeoff preparations one more time, facing the last test flight of the day. Closed the canopy, held the control stick, and signaled Kotori. I wasn't tense anymore. The aircraft got pulled by the massive force of the winch. The glider accelerated right away. While the airframe was shaking, the sound of the tires resounded inside of it. I carried out every single step in the takeoff procedures reflexively without even thinking of it. Alright. The glider left the ground and was increasing altitude with a rather big angle of attack. Alright, just like that. I had no doubts. I didn't remind myself not to screw up and was convinced I would take off successfully. In other words, I might have gotten careless. Whoosh! Wind? There was an unexpected gust of wind. It was a strong tailwind. With that, I might not be able to reach my desired altitude. But a little issue like that shouldn't... Huh? Thud! In an instant, I felt a strange impact that I had never experienced before. The force that should have been pulling the glider up suddenly vanished. It felt almost as if I had stopped in midair. I immediately realized what had happened. The towing rope disconnected before I finished climbing. And then... Ah! Oh shit, dude. I went into a dive. Oh shit, dude! The glider couldn't maintain altitude and was falling toward the ground. I tried to level up the aircraft and keep a small angle so it could catch the wind with both wings. But the altitude was just too low. Uh-oh. I felt my stomach contracting due to anxiety. Due to being scared, I felt something strange welling up inside of me as if I was about to vomit. Uh-oh. No, this isn't the time to panic. Winch troubles are an unavoidable part of soaring. I have to regain control of the aircraft somehow. I immediately tried to shift it to a gliding angle. But since the altitude was too low, I was already nearing the ground now. Uh-oh. I reflexively pulled the control stick back. Boom! Ugh! Because of my sudden action, the glider got unstable and leaned to the side. Then I felt that the main wing had hit the ground at full momentum. Oh damn! After crash landing, the aircraft bounced a little a few times. My view shook and spun. I made a loop, drawing an arc on the ground. Damn. Screech! Soon the vibrations and rotation had stopped. Is it over? I made it. Sighed with a sense of relief. Apparently, somehow I heard Yuru-chan's voice from outside the aircraft. She was probably worried and rushed over to the glider. I could hear her desperately calling out to me, but I didn't have any strength left to respond. At that point, I lost consciousness. Wow. I wasn't expecting like a sad thing to happen. I guess I should have expected to be on one of the paths where a crash actually happened, you know? It makes sense, you know? I was kind of hoping it would in one of the other paths. I didn't know it was going to happen on this path, though. Interesting. Anyway, it was kind of building toward that when he was like, I'm going to go on one more flight just by myself. It just had a bad omen to it, didn't it? Anyway, why do birds fly? That's because they can. Because they can just keep flying. Flying just because you can. When I'm flying, I'm sure I could become a sign for all the people who can't fly. That's why I thought I had to keep doing it. For that reason, I had to always be on top. I had to be noble. That's why I was making great efforts, rejecting useless things. That's why maybe that was an opportunity to change myself a little. A chance to experience the world that I couldn't reach before. I think that was the time when I abandoned reason and more grandiose emotions began to grow in me. Okay. Now what? Fortunately, I ended up without any serious injuries. Well, that's lucky. I bruised my arms and legs due to the impact from the fuselage hitting the ground, and I was told that a complete recovery would take 3 weeks. I didn't need a cast or crutches, but I had to put compresses and ointments. And it seems I will need to be visiting the hospital until I was healed, or it was healed. Also, it was rather hard to move my arms and legs. It was difficult to get up. That was probably because I was unconsciously trying to avoid putting strain on my muscles. This condition wasn't that. Yoru-chan. Yoru-chan dropped by while I was lying in bed and reading manga. When I'm staying still, my body grows dull, but it hurts when I bend in a weird way, but it's not that bad. Yeah, so don't worry about me, okay? It didn't really hinder my everyday life. But, of course, flying was off limits until I made a complete recovery. Well, even if I got permission from the doctor. Really, I'm totally fine. Someone like me... What do you mean I don't need to go so worked up? Do I sound worked up to you? Demo! Demo! Because of me, because of my mistake, the main wing suffered serious damage. Now we could no longer aim for the morning glory. Moreover, the glider wasn't the only problem. Of course, the school faculty was informed about the accident. Tapioca was furious and had ordered the soaring club to suspend its activities. For now, it was only in the form of self-discipline, but if he saw the opportunity, he would probably shut the club down. It seems at this time, even Akari-san couldn't protect us. But if I hadn't said that I wanted to fly... If I took Katori with me back then, just thinking about it made me shudder. Yeah, if you had taken another person with you, that would have been fucked up. Yeah, probably. Accidents related to the winch aren't that unusual. There's no need for everyone to worry about it. Sorry. Blaming myself definitely won't change anything. It would just make everyone considerate of me. And people who sink into despair don't like being the center of attention to begin with. Sorry, I reflected on it. Yeah. For now, I made sure that my true feelings wouldn't show on my face. It would have been great if I could get the feelings of guilt out of my mind. What is Asa-chan doing? I see. Huh? Oh, okay. With those words, Yoru-chan left. Club activities, huh? Club activities that should have come to an end. Yeah, right. You think those girls are gonna let it end like that? When I went to the dining room, Katori was there. Uh-huh, since I didn't eat breakfast.
そっか、みんなの分作るだけ作って部屋に戻っちゃったもんね、葵くん。
I didn't have an appetite this morning. Sorry.
今は食べられる？
Yeah, or rather, I'm so hungry I can't help it. My stomach was growling for a while.
それはよかった。じゃあ、葵くんはそこに座ってて。
Huh?
私が用意してあげるから、患者さんは安静に、ね。
Urged by Katori, I took a seat. She reheated the breakfast I made this morning and served it to me. Thank you.
いえいえ。
どうも、
たまには
ありがとう。
ね。恩返し。
Returning the favor?
一緒に頑張ってくれたでしょ。夢を見ること。
True. Ah.
去年素直になれなかった私を連れ出してくれて、一緒にグライダーやってくれて、おかげで随分と前向きになれた気がするの。だからその恩返しね。
Katori flashed an embarrassed smile.
結果は残念だったけど全然不満じゃないよ。いや、嘘。ちょっとは不満だけど、でもきっと頑張ったことに意味があったって私は思ってるから。だからね、気にしないで。2日前の事故は仕方がなかったこと。
Times like this remind me that we can live because we are supported by the others. When alone, I couldn't help getting depressed and shutting myself away. But I...
葵くんは夢を奪ったりしてない。むしろ夢を与えてくれてた。それが一度おしまいになっただけね。だから葵くんは何も悪くないよ。
She was pretending to be tough. I didn't think there was anything to laugh about in our situation. After all, Katori had been sacrificing her time while working together with us since last year. She even turned down her friends' invitations and worked part-time to save money. And the dream that we'd been building all this time had now collapsed.
もう十分だよ、葵くん。私は十分大切なものをもらったからね。気にしないで。
Katori.
また来年頑張ればいいじゃない。私たちには来年もあるわけだし。今は自粛って言われてるけど、1年も経てばどうにかなるよ、きっと。
Yeah, I guess so. That might be good.
だから大丈夫。今年の夏は終わってもまだチャンスはある。
Damn. Tears are... I have to stop them, or I'll start crying.
じゃあ私部屋に戻るからまたね。
Yeah. Katori left the dining room. Was it depression? Was I blaming myself? Was I feeling sorry about it? No, this wasn't that kind of feeling. It was just regret that I couldn't do anything about it. That's why Katori was frustrated too. This summer. We knew full well that it was really irreplaceable. We will never get it back. Wah 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 wah. I ate and then went back to my room. But I had nothing to do, so I was just killing time. Just now, Katori went somewhere, accompanied by Hibari-san. As for Asa-chan and Yoru-chan, drop by if you feel like it. Yes, yes.
気が向いたら顔を出してください。
She said she was going to the club too. Even though we had nothing to do there, there was nothing that we could really do now. I guess I'll go for a walk. I guess I'll go for a walk outside. I hear someone calling my name. You hear me now, just can't wait outside all day. Sorry, this is the wrong song to be singing right now. And when I got dressed and went outside aimlessly. Oh, hello.
お、ちょうどいいところに。
Agaha and Amane Senpai came around. Huh? What's the matter?
どうしてもこうしてもないでしょうが。今日もお見舞いに来てあげたのよ。
Agaha came to check up on me yesterday, too. Thank you very much, but seriously, you don't need to worry about me so much. As you can see, I'm really fine. I hopped around a bit to show them.
そうは言っても事故だし、後遺症とか出る可能性だってあるんだから、しばらくは気をつけないとダメなんだからね。
Yeah, yeah.
あんなことがあったんだ。そりゃ気にもかけてしまうさ。
I'm really sorry. I quickly bowed my head.
だから気にしなくていいってば。葵がそうなんだとみんな気にしちゃうじゃん。あれに関しては仕方のない事故だ。
you're the victim here, okay? They were telling me something similar to what Kotori had said earlier, but I had no idea how to respond, so in the end I just forced a vague smile. Amane-senpai said after looking at my clothes. I did look like I was going out somewhere. Yeah, I was gonna take a little walk. I got nothing to do, and I was just killing time in my room. The two of them went out of their way to come to the dorm and check up on me. I definitely shouldn't refuse their offer. But... sorry, I wanted to go for a walk all by myself. I'm really sorry. Aga, I'm sorry. It's just that I want to be alone, that's all. Yeah. I guess I'll go for a walk outside. For some reason, running into Aga and Amane-senpai was a bit painful for me. Because they were friends that I'd worked hard with together. I felt guilty and was frustrated after all. So I strolled around aimlessly. And while I was walking, I started to regret. Why? Why did I want to fly one more time that day? Waves of bitter feelings were hitting me again and again. I was going crazy with frustration. Before I realized, I ended up thinking about the accident. My thoughts about it were running in circles. I was thinking of impossible what-if scenarios that could have happened had I chosen not to fly again that day. But no matter how long I think about it, I won't find any solutions. It wasn't constructive. I understood that much. But before I realized, I came here. I myself don't know if it was conscious or not. It's just that before I knew it, I somehow ended up at this place. Huh? It's... Kaneko-san noticed me and came around. Kaneko-san? I'm fine. I've said it many times already. It's not a big deal. More importantly, what about you? Hanging out with the twinsies, I see, but not anymore, baby. Those two? Ah. Apparently Kaneko-san had been going to the club activities too. Club activities. Even though there was nothing to do, it seems that those two kept the club activities going. I guess they're putting the glider in order, or working on a plan on how to resume our activities next year? No, not really. I was just taking a walk. Nah, that's not right. I'm here because Yoru-chan said she'll come. She said that they'll do club activities, that's why I came. Even though we couldn't do anything. What were they gonna do? That was the plan. But felt awkward for some reason. Seeing the two of them setting foot in that place again? That's why I tried to refuse and put my guard up. Oh yeah? What's that? Make me feel better? The hell are we talking about? Yoru-chan was sitting at the desk with some notes spread out in front of her. They noticed me. Yeah, since I was taking a walk and was nearby, I made up a strange lie, though it wasn't necessarily untrue. So what are you doing? Well, even if you call it like that, the glider was damaged. Considering the time and money, rebuilding the glider now was impossible. No. Preparations for next year? I see. I'm not sure if the club will be able to continue, but next year... What are you talking about? Huh? But the glider's... Yoru-chan said it like it was nothing. Wait a minute. We don't have the money or time to... Remember, we're rich as hell, man. We got this. Well, even if we deal with that problem, we don't have the time anyway.
骨組みの設計を変更すればなんとかなるんじゃないかってヨルちゃんが。
Oh yeah? Huh?
私はよくわからないんですけど、布を使ったやり方だったら祖父の力を借りればギリギリなんとかなるかもということです。
Cloth?
交換ハフ張りの構造です。まあ FRP の主翼より性能は下がっちゃいますし、重量に耐性がないですが、そこは後でまた考えるとして、木材や鉄パイプで骨組みをしてそこに布を貼るんです。そのやり方であれば今からでも間に合うかもしれません。幸いあのグライダーは土台が壊れたわけではありません。結構派手に行きましたけど、修繕でなんとかなるレベルです。調達しなければならない資材が豊富なのに加え、私一人では設計できませんから、実家の力を借りることにはなってしまいますが。
Can you do that? Get help from their family, that is? If I remember right, their parents are researchers. And their grandfather's the chairman of the school and the sponsor of the windmills on that hill.
まだわからないですが、聞いてみる価値は十分にあるかと。その工程に必要なものを今洗い直してました。
But why are you so...
先輩たちが情けなかった。
Because you guys are pathetic.
諦めるのが早すぎです。確かにグライダーは壊れました。普通に考えると無理かもしれません。
Remember, Yorchon's not normal. Duh.
私は
I'm a rich genius, voice of a generation, you know. She declared this with conviction. Yorchon certainly wasn't an average person.
幸い実家はこの手の技術とパイプが強いです。そういう研究と商売をしているんですからね。だからそれは利用すべきと思います。
Sorry, I didn't realize she was done talking. But doing something like that just for a student's club?
サーレートですよ、先輩。何自分が落ち込んできたことをバカにしてるんですか。
I'm not trying to belittle it. Yeah, that's right. What I said just now was really improper. For me, for everyone, and for this club.
悔しかったんですよ。先輩たちのおかげで私は少しだけ変わったような気がして、今まで気づけなかったものとかそういったものに気づけたような気がしてたから、変えられたんですよ。私が、自分勝手な私の心が。先輩たちはちょっと失敗しただけですぐにみんな諦めそうになって。
Yeah, fuck a little failure.
悔しいじゃないですか。悔しいんですよ。少なくとも私は。ほとんど無意味って分かってるんです。こんなことしたって何かもらえるわけじゃない。誰かに表彰されるわけじゃない。でも私は悔しいんです。なんだかわからないですけど、私は今年の夏を諦めたくないんです。
Yoru-chan. Normally, I wouldn't even imagine that Yoru-chan could say something as passionately as she did just now. She was indifferent, cool, and had no interest in club activities at all. That's how her personality was supposed to be, but now Yoru-chan was different. I felt her passion. It was the same as when I focused on my bicycle in the past, or even when I was focused on the glider until just a few days ago.
私もそんな感じです。せっかくつかめそうになった空ですから、何か手段があるならあがいてみたいんです。
She wants to struggle, alright.
今はこれだって、絶対にこれだって、そう思えた夢なんです。希望なんです。この部活は先輩たちの夢は。だからまだもう少しだけ一緒に夢を見させてくれませんか。
Asa-chan.
私はもう二人に付き合ってかな。
Yeah, that's it. Why did I give up so easily? We still have time. There's still a considerable chance. And if that's the case, yeah, you're right. That's it. Sorry, I'll do it too. Like I said, my injuries aren't completely healed yet, but there might be a way. If the Morning Glory appears later than we predicted, we might be able to fly to it. A miracle like that might happen. That's why...
先輩、さすが葵くん。話せばわかるわね。
I was a little depressed for 2 days. I thought it was impossible already. I'm really sorry. You're right, we can keep going. When my cute girlfriends tell me they'll keep doing their best, there's no way I wouldn't do so as well.
ですよ、先輩。彼氏なんだから こういう時はむしろビシッとやってくれないと。
Can't deny my girlfriends outnumber me 2 to 1. Yep, that's right. My energy came back and my passion was burning. Summer wasn't over yet. It wasn't a time for regrets.
とりあえず可能かどうかの確認に行きましょうか。せっかくですし先輩もついてきてください。
Come where?
私たちの家ですよ。
To your house? Uh-oh. Okay. We parted with Kaneko-san and went to Yoro-chan's and Asa-chan's home. They said that since it was just us, they wanted me to accompany them as the Soaring Club's senpai. To get to their house from the school, we went to 2 stations by train and then another 15 minutes by bus. Behind a huge gate, like those in Buddhist temples, there was a residence resembling a luxurious, expensive lodging house. Apparently their home was very different from normal ones. Apparently. Oh shit, we're actually gonna get a picture of it? Yo. Fancy. Kinda, but a lot. Yeah, fancy. We've actually seen this shot already in, like, back, what do you call it, the flashbacks with Asa and Yoru. Anyway, while I was walking on the wooden walkway and looking at the traditional Japanese garden, the 2 of them were leading me towards their grandfather's room. This house is amazing.
金持ちですから。
We're rich, dog. Rich people are incredible. You live here with your family?
今私たちはトビウオ村に住んでますけど、その前はそうですね。あとは住み込みのお手伝いさんと。
Awesome. It seems they lived in a completely different world than me.
ま、両親はずっと帰ってきてませんけどね。
Huh?
研究バカで仕事狂いなので。ああいうのを
You don't see those parentals, do you?
誕生日も帰ってこなかったしね。
They even forgot our birthday. I see. For a moment, I was worried that I'd touched on a really sensitive subject, but it seems that wasn't the case.
私は両親に似てるとよく言われますが。でも違いますよ。私は一つのことに熱中しすぎて周囲が見えなくなるなんてことはありません。私はどっちにも似てないってよく言われます。
I see. I got the gist of the situation, more or less.
ああいう大人にだけはなりたくないですね。私たちを見守ったのは研究室に2人で連泊している
She got pregnant while they were banging in the lab. That's terrible.
ですよね。お父さんとお母さん自由だから。
They're super nice.
溺愛してくれてるのはわかるけどね。
Well, it said that many researchers are weird. Their parents are probably among that group. So where are we going now?
祖父のとこです。援助の依頼と、それに部の活動自粛に関してもどうにかなるかもしれません。
Ah, I see. Tapioca had ordered us to suspend the Soaring Club activities. I'd forgotten about it when we were talking about repairing the glider, but we had to somehow deal with that too. Asking the school chairman about this, I'm kind of reluctant to resort to such a way of solving that problem.
今さら何を言ってるんですか先輩。グライダーの修理だってそもそも意味もなく危険な空を飛ぼうなんてことだ。
What a way to word it. We're trying to fix the glider for the sake of dangerously flying through the sky without any deeper meaning.
全部ぶっちゃけ子供のわがままです。
Exactly. Well, you have a point.
私たちは綺麗事のために空を飛ぼうとしてるわけじゃないでしょ。
Yeah, that was true. We weren't flying because we wanted to do something noble or anything.
わがままは私も得意ですから力になります。
I am selfish. I will be your power. I'm not quite sure what kind of help you'll provide, but I guess it's reassuring. Here we go. Led by the 2 of them, I soon arrived in a big room. And there... Holy shit!
よく来たな。朝、夜、それと
I did not think we were actually going to get to see this guy's face. Interesting.
水瀬の息子さんだったか。
Huh? Invited by Asa-chan and Yoru-chan, I entered a really spacious Japanese-style room. A stern old man was sitting there.
はじめまして、水瀬葵君。
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I got caught off guard and answered a little panicked. He's the school chairman? Why does he know my name? And what did he mean by monasticism?
顔も母親にそっくりじゃの。
Ah, shit, dude. He knows my mom? Ah, shit, dude. Ah, I see.
それでおじいちゃんの昔の知り合いに相談して、
Oh, I see.
ここを
Mother and
紹
grandfather
介してもらった
acquaintances.
の
I
に。
forgot about that conversation. Holy shit, that was so long ago. Anyway, come to think of it, she did mention something like that.
頼りになる後輩じゃったぞ。ポジティブで行動的でな。葵くんもそういう匂いがするの。強い目をしておる。
Thank you very much. Chairman complimented me. I was a little embarrassed.
それでお前たち、早速本題じゃが、お前たちが部活で使っているグライダーの修繕をお願いしたいと。
はい。おじい様に協力していただけないかなと。
They told me they had already discussed this with the chairman earlier. I guess that's why he already got the grasp of our situation.
お願いします、おじい様。このままだと夢が途中で終わっちゃうんです。
Asa-chan repealed strongly. Normally she lacks self-confidence and just goes with the flow, but when she does act stubborn about something, she can be thoroughly selfish and obstinate. Her appeal was unyielding and full of ambition.
電話で話した通りなのですが、資金面での援助と資材の提供や専門業者に設計協力などお願いできないかと。お金は少ないかもしれませんが、私のお小遣いの前借りでいいです。私の分もです。それでも足りないんだったら将来バイトして返しますから。
Those two, they were willing to go that far? To think that they would say that, even though they hadn't been in the club for too long. Coming to someone else's home and asking for money and other things might be considered bad manners, but I'll contribute too. This wasn't the time for me to stay quiet. In fact, I damaged the glider in the accident. I couldn't stand it if everything ended just like that. So if you could help us in any way, I'd really appreciate it.
先輩、無理しなくていいのに。
It's not much. It would be quite uncool, right? Making girls contribute all the money.
じゃあ、仲良く3人で出しましょう。
We had no reason to be sparing. We didn't know what might happen next year, so this summer, when we were all together, it's very precious.
先に一つ質問じゃ。朝。
はい。
どうしてそこまでしたいと思う？
動機ですか？
目的じゃ。空に憧れる理由じゃよ。それもわからないのに無理な協力なんてできるわけがないじゃろ。空を目指すなんて危ないことじゃ。高いところから落ちれば人は死ぬ。名誉があるわけではない。報酬があるわけではない。なのにお前たちはどうして飛ぶ？
It was similar to the question I had asked Yoru-chan before. Why do you fly?
私が飛べばそういうことが誰かの支えになるような気がしてるから。初めは漠然と空に憧れてただけだったけど、そう思うようになりました。私は多分空とか高みとかそういうのと無縁な存在だから、飛べないからこそ飛びたいんです。
Asa-chan's words were sharp and honest. Then that straightforward speech was so like her. And then...
夜は
好きだからです。惹かれるからです。私にはそれ以外の理由はありません。
They were the same words that I had said to her the other day. Because I like it. There was nothing more to say. Anything you could add would just be secondary reasons.
私は姉さんと違って試したい自分は近くにありません。わざわざ高みに心惹かれたりはしません。でもだからこそ漠然とした空を飛ぶという無意味な目的に心を躍らされたのではないかと考えるんです。
意味がないのに飛ぶと。
ええ、私には友達との談笑が無価値なものに思えます。名誉も報酬もない行為が不必要なものと感じます。でもだからこそ飛んでみたい気がするんです。好きって多分そういうことじゃないでしょうか。
取り留めがなく まとまりのない答えじゃな。
おじいさま、正直言うと私未だによく分かってないんです。どうしてこんなに部活熱心になってしまっていたか。でもそれは多分好きってことなんじゃないかって、そこの先輩に教えてもらいました。
My eyes met Yoru-chan's.
私もそんな気がしてます。きっと好きなんです。好きになってたんです。部活がわからないってことはそういうことなんです。好きってわからないってことなんです。
Love is something that can't be comprehended. It's not unreasonable, or it's not reasonable. It doesn't have a meaning, and flying through the sky is certainly that kind of vague thing too. That's why Yoru-chan...
夜はちと若者が何たるかを知らなすぎていたから心配
He's like, fuck yeah, you guys are kids for real. Let's go.
Nothing gold can stay.
You heard the man.
お前のような小憎たらしい娘には最良の経験じゃ。ここで感じた熱量は貴重な情報になるぞ。夜。
それは
自分を貫くのもいいが、たまには外気に触れてみるのもいい。お前は人の上に立つ人じゃからな。この熱量は若いうちしか経験できぬ、いわば有限式の貴重な熱量じゃ。そして人はそれを原動力にする。夜、お前は人に羨望される鳥じゃ。誰よりも高みを目指せる。じゃが、だからこそ鳥であることにとらわれるな。時には地に止まれ、歩いてみろ。そこにしかない景色も広がっておる。それを見てくるといい。
それじゃ
結構結構。どうせ生きておっても運が悪ければ死ぬ。死んだらそれまでの娘じゃということじゃ。必要なリスクは背負うものじゃよ。用意してやろう。資材も人材もな。
おじいさま、
部活も自粛されておるんじゃったか。そっちも取りやめるようわしから圧力をかけてやろう。あまり派手にやりすぎると嫌な噂が立つかもしれぬが。なに、学校生活なんてあっという間じゃ。気にせずとも大丈夫じゃろうて。
Is it okay to go that far?
大人のわしからお前たち子供にいいことを教えてやろう。権力とお金は使うためにあるんじゃよ。それが若者のためであればなおよし。
So powerful! So powerful!
わしもな、昔はグライダーをやっておったからわかるよ。空に見入られた。
Really? I didn't expect to hear that. He had such a past.
初耳です。
お前たちが活動場所に使っているあそこは、昔わしらソアリングサークルが
They were just a
活動しておった
circle back then,
場な
though.
のじゃよ。
なるほど。それで工具や設備が残ってたわけね。
何を隠そう。水瀬とはそこで知り合ってな。
Oh my god. Everyone was in the fucking soaring club before, even mom. Goddamn. Twat?
まあ、みんな忙しくなってサークルも解散となったんだ
Oh,
が。
I see. It was just a fun little side circle thing. Never really took off, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Seemed almost like destiny. My mother and Asa-chan, Yoru-chan's grandfather, used to aim for the sky just like we do now.
その時の知識は研究にも生かしておるよ。夜、これも覚えておくといい。人生、無駄な経験など一つもない。お前は賢すぎるがゆえ、視野が狭くなりがちじゃ。価値観の切り替えは発想の種になる。覚えておくといい。
Oops. Well, whatever.
しかし、去年の時点では こんなにどっぷりとハマるとはお前も思ってなかったじゃろ。
Indeed.
おじい様、それは。
おお、そうじゃったか。秘密じゃったの。すまんすまん。
何のこと？気にしないで。
そして水瀬葵君、
はい。
二人をよろしくの。至らない孫たちじゃと思うが。
Huh? Could it be that they told him about us? But he said those two. Could it be?
ん？どうしてそんなに驚くのじゃ？
No. Yeah. Oh, I see. I misunderstood it. Whoops. Whoops.
何か他に
No,
あるの？
not now. Maybe later, Grampy. No, nothing.
です。
No.
なんか変じゃの。
No, I don't think so.
そうですよ。
Nothing, Grandpa.
おじい
Nothing.
様。本当に。
まあ、本人たちのことじゃ。
I will say
わ
nothing.
しは何も言うつもりはないが、道理から外れたことをしておきながら、孫娘たち
Oh
を
shit.
泣かせ
He
るような
knows.
こと
He
になったら、
knows. He knows.
わしは許さない。
Yes, sir. I won't do anything like that, no doubt. Did we just get busted? I think you busted your own self, son. Anyway, sweat. After that, we returned to the dorm, took baths, and had dinner. Then we changed back into our uniforms and went to our secret base again, dropping by the school along the way. We went there to reassess the damage to each part of the glider and determine what materials and arrangements would be necessary. For that reason, we secretly borrowed some special equipment from the school. Thanks to the key card the chairman had entrusted to the girls, we managed to carry everything out smoothly. By the way, we still haven't told Katori and the others about this. Normally we would have told them, but for now we just wanted to check if the chairman could make that necessary arrangements. We still weren't really sure whether it was possible or not. We had high hopes, but there was still a considerable chance that it would prove impossible in the end. In any case, the most important matter was that we had to be quick. There wasn't much time until the day that the Morning Glory could appear. I'd like to have it fixed in 3 days, 1 week at most. I know that's very selfish, but our circumstances required this. And since our situation was like that, we didn't want to give the others any false hopes. So for now, we kept all of it to ourselves. We'll get an answer tomorrow, and depending on that,
この辺は自分たちでも修理できそうですね。
I guess so. There are some parts that we can quickly take care of by ourselves, so we were checking those too. We had to start work as soon as we got the green light, so we had to be on standby.
しかし姉さん、また寝ちゃいましたね。
Well, today was really tiring. A lot has happened.
そうですね。先輩が元気なくて気疲れもしたでしょうし。
I was worried too. Huh?
先輩が元気ないって落ち込んでたんですよ、姉さん。グライダーが壊れたことと同じくらいに。だから先輩がすっかり元気になって安心したってのもあるんだと思います。まだ
Has
時間
nothing
的
to
に
do
も
with it
早
being
い
late.
ですしね。
She just fucking tired, man. I see. I have to thank Asa-chan for worrying about me.
そうですね。それがいいと思います。と、これで終わりと。
This is the last part?
はい、これでラストです。あとは祖父の返事を待つだけですね。
Even though we don't know the answer yet, I have a feeling everything will be alright. I wonder why that is.
奇遇ですね。私もです。神様の存在って信用してませんけど、こういう時くらいは気を利かせてくれるんじゃないかなって。
Okay.
そんな気がしてます。
Yeah, I feel like that.
空の神様がきっと見守ってくれてますよ。
Yeah, I guess. Probably. Nah, certainly. Yeah. For some reason, I had that feeling.
もうきっと今の時点で今年は忘れられない夏になりました。ずっといつまでも夏が来るたび思い出しちゃうんです。この夏のこと。なんだか
Always
そんな気がします。
remember your first! Especially when it was in the summer of your first. And those memories will shape you and become precious heat for you. Heat? What?
熱い
Look, the windmills are rotating because of the wind, and they produce energy. Then that energy moves other things. I'm sure that the heat that you're gathering now will give you energy in the future.
先輩、さらりと超恥ずかしいこと言わないでください。
Stop saying stupid, embarrassing things. Is that so?
天然ポエマの称号をあげます。
The title of Natural Poet. You received a new title. Natural Poet! Haha! Funny!
大体、その思い出を作る風を吹かしたのは先輩じゃないですか。
Am I?
そうです。先輩のせいで、まあ、責任取ってください。
Responsibility? How should I take responsibility for it? I have no way of taking it. Eurochan's cheeks were dyed deep red and she was looking at me with upturned eyes. At a time like this? I got closer and embraced her gently.
姉さんが近くで寝てますよ。
But somehow I can't stop myself. If she wakes up, we could just let her join us. Oh God, here we go.
発想が下品です。でも、そういう先輩も嫌いじゃないです。
Well, here we go. One more time. Oh boy, here we go. After saying so, Eurochan pinned me under herself. Oh Lord. Okay, I guess we're doing the 6969. Anyway, facing the opposite direction, she straddled my face and took my penis in her mouth. Well, that didn't take long. I can see your whole crotch. And the crotch, the whole crotch, and nothing but the crotch. That's what I was trying to say, but I couldn't word it right because I was busy giggling like a little girl. Anyway. Seems like fun. Her hips shook bashfully. Her white feet, thighs, butt, and panties, perfectly visible under her fluttering skirt, took my breath away. What an arousing spectacle it was.
この前はいっぱい恥ずかしいことされちゃいましたから。今度は
Return the favor.
私から。
Love juices already started leaking from her tight pussy, faintly standing out under the thin fabric of her panties.
男の人ってこういう風にされ
Oh
る
wow.
のが
She knows it's 69.
なんですよね。
You sure
し
know a
っ
lot.
て言いましたか。
Yeah. Are you done talking? Because you sure know a lot.
人並みには。
As much as anyone else. Eurochan has quite extensive knowledge, so she might be well informed even about those things.
じゃあ行きますよ。
Here comes the slurp. Ah! Damn it, I keep clicking out of the window.
人
Oh
並み
boy.
声上げちゃって。今から
Just
もっ
one
と気持
move.
ちよくさせてあげますからね。
Inside her mouth, the lukewarm wet tip of her tongue indecently crept over my penis. The tip got sticky.
ネバネバしてて。
Wait a sec, Eurochan, that's too much! Stop it!
どうしたんですか、先輩。なんだか
Feels
可愛
good,
い
yeah,
です
yeah, we
けど
get it. Well, it's,
気持ちいいですか？
seems like it's really revenge for last time. Lick, lick, choopy, choopy, lick, lick, chew. Lick, lick, choopy, guppy, senpai, yo. Your taste is filling my throat. Wow, okay. Cut! My balls tightened up under that ticklish stimulation, and some pre-cum leaked into Eurochan's mouth. Yeah, it's warm, I know.
高いのが
What did you expect? I'm not cold-blooded, yo. Sorry, I'm dirtying your mouth like that.
いいんですよ。我慢しないで。エッチな
These girls really like the
出
juice,
しちゃっ
though.
てくださいね。
Eurochan smiled and said that provocatively. A transparent string was hanging from the edge of her lips.
葵先輩のおちって
I just like hearing the beeps. Choo-choo. Something warm, choop. Just came out. Choo-choo.
先輩も私の気持ちよくしてください。
Better work the...
恥ずかしい
She's
格好
only
をして
doing...
るんです
While she's doing the 6, you gotta do the 9. If you don't do the 9, then you're not doing it right. Choo-choo. Here comes the train. Choo-choo.
そうです先輩
I sucked in a deep breath with my face buried in her wet panties. Just as she asked, I started stimulating her too. Like that, senpai, like that.
私を
I grabbed her hips, trembling above me, and started massaging them in a circular motion. The sensation of her flexible and smooth panties on my palms was very pleasant. Girls love the grope, dog. They love the grope. Like that. Hell yeah, it's good. I dug in and traced up her chasm with my hooked finger. I felt the outline of her labia from under her panties. When pressed, it oozed indecent nectar. The stain on your panties got bigger. Dude, this is like the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, can we just see something new? How is it? Feels good? If I may ask you directly. Yeah, I got it. When I slid her panties aside, her sexy wet orifice jumped into my view. Her gaping opening was releasing drops of love nectar. Pushing them to the side. Panties to the side, baby. I once again started kissing her exposed secret place, this time directly. Ksh ksh, poop choo! And, well then, coo-choo, poo-choo-choo. Yep, lots of sounds. I eagerly moved my tongue, licking up and overflowing the nectar. Sweet nectar kept dripping from her parted petals. Yura-chan had a silly-looking grimace on her face, making her expression very lewd. She was really feeling my stimulation. I will not lose! A sharp feeling ran through my urethra. Chupa-chupa-choo. She sucked vigorously at my urethral opening. Shupa-shupa-chupa-slurp. Wait, Yura-chan. Feels good, doesn't it? Kukaku! A heavy breath escaped from my mouth as my urethra was relentlessly tortured by the tip of her tongue. What a persistent fellatio. Kuahaha! The pain resembling electric shocks was gradually replaced by pleasure drumming at the back of my eyelids. Chupa chupa slurp. Chupa slurp slurp got slimy girls, yep. Ah! I was fainting in ecstasy, and I couldn't speak anymore. My brain seemed to be boiled by the pleasure. It feels so good that you can't talk, huh? But it's far from over, bitch. Holding my penis deep in her mouth, Yura-chan squeezed her cheeks tightly. Slurp, 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 slurp. She intently moved her head up and down while making indecent sounds. Quah, so intense! Ah! Slurp, slurp, slurp. Your penis is raging inside my mouth. Oh no. The insides of her mouth tightly clung to my penis as she kept sucking on it intently. Slurp, 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 choo choo. Ah! I moved my hips as her wriggling tongue danced around my penis. Yura-chan's mouth was filled with drool. It's like a bath for your dick, bitch! Bath for your dick, bitch. Yura-chan, surrendering to Yura-chan and finishing like that seemed like a nice idea. But that's no good. I'm her lover, so I don't have to keep up with her. Wait, what? Did he say he doesn't have to? What? Anyway, I cleared my enchanted mind somehow and started eating her pussy again. Oh yeah, did you? Right there, right there! Slurp, slurp! You also got so wet from my licking. Reg, reg. That's my pee hole! That's my pee hole! While I lost myself in sucking her pussy and moving my tongue with all my strength, a bittersweet smell filled my nostrils. Here, I'll also. Coochoo coochoo lurp 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 slurp slurp six lick lick lick. Ah coochoo coochoo slurp 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 lick 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 lick. To avoid defeat at the other's mouth, we both kept moving our tongues frantically. With that, we heated up rapidly and... Yura-chan, I'm almost... Oh god. The double team come! At those words, my dick throbbed multiple times. In Yura-chan's lips, my... Let it out in my mouth. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Yura-chan too. Slurp, choo, choo, poo, poo, choo. More motherfucker, go. Choo, choo, moo, choo, poo, poo, slurp, slurp. Before long, I felt something hot gathering between my legs. I'm coming, Yura-chan, I'm coming. Slurp, 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 come a lot. Go. The amount of love juices overflowing from Yura-chan's pussy gradually increased. I felt hot semen steadily flowing up inside my penis, and it was eager to get out. It was like a demon. Get it out of me! Yura-chan, here it comes. Here it comes. God, so much buildup. Oh, slurp, 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 slurp! Oh boy. The moment Yura-chan's mouth was painted pure white, a hot spray showered my face. I promptly opened my mouth and received it. Receive, bitch.
そんなの
Don't drink it, Senpai! No!
先輩それは
Although most was spilled, I was drinking it to the very last drop. And then... I swallowed it with a loud gulp.
ちょっと先輩さすがに
Don't swallow my pay. Your pee was delicious, salty, slightly bitter, and delicious.
言わなくていいですバカバカ変態
Baka baka! And that's how we got even. Was mine tasty too? No!
ってないですよ
Yes.
苦くてねちょねちょしてますし本当のじゃなかったら今すぐ吐き出してます
If it wasn't yours, I wouldn't have swallowed it. Ugh. Despite saying that, her fingertips scooped the semen dripping from her lips and brought it back to her mouth. But she licked it all up. Wouldn't it be a waste? Those are your children, after all. Or potential children, anyways. A waste of what?
それより先輩
Oh, it's not over yet.
まだ
Oh, we ain't done yet, baby. Mm-mm, not by a long shot. Mm-mm. Here we go. Schlick! I penetrated her, reaching the deepest place of her vagina in one go.
変態さんのポーズをさせて
I mean, there's not really a
やっぱり
decent pose when you're
先輩は
doing
変
it.
態さんです
Let's just be serious. Are you surprised?
感心してるんですさすが
I'm
だな
admiring it. Well then. Okay then. Apparently she was gladly accepting that. I pierced Yoro-chan, slowly pushing up over and over again. Every time I hit her hips, her butt shook, making a nice sound. I pushed my penis up, devouring her greedily. She loved it. You're so big, you're hitting my insides.
青い先輩のすごい
Yoro-chan's insides were as warm as always. As always. And my consciousness became hazy. Her contracting vaginal walls were groping my dick, stirring up the urge to ejaculate. Dude, this is the same words. Can we, like, say something else? The fluttering movements were stimulating my penis. You're doing it in front of your sleeping sister. You're such a pervert, Yoro-chan. Okay, at least that's something unique. Is she gonna wake up? Is she gonna get mad again? What, like, is this ever gonna be? Are we ever gonna reach the title? God damn it.
そういうことは
Suddenly, our positions were reversed. I went on the offense and moved my waist vigorously. Somehow, I got into a slightly sadistic mood. You're a bad girl, Yoro-chan. You have to apologize to your sister. Say, Komedasai, Nissan. Stealing a march on Asa-chan and having sex when she's worn out and sleeping? You have to apologize for that. Now apologize. I said what I said. That doesn't mean it's only my fault. Come on, Yoro-chan.
ごめんね姉さん目の前でこんなエッチしちゃって私こんな
You better be sorry. Otherwise I'll make your ass sorry, bitch. There. That's enough. I pushed my hips with all of my strength while holding her butt. My dick was held deep inside, squeezed by her tightening vagina. Oh, you know what? I just realized what position they're in. They're in like a reverse standing position where he's holding her up. It didn't even really occur to me till just now that that was the case. Well then. I didn't realize she was holding on to the back of his head. You see how you see it now? Do you see it? I didn't see it at first, but now I see it. Makes sense. Let's feel even better. Start moving yourself, Yoro-chan. Yoro-chan started slowly shaking her own hips. She was lowering her waist, matching the rhythm of my hips and rubbing my penises stuck inside her vagina. Her back moved up and down at a nice pace. I'll play with this place, too! I lightly bit on her cute little earlobe as I did so. Yoro-chan's body shivered intensely. Her hair swaying near the tip of my nose spread the sweet fragrance of a peach shampoo. Not the air! Chomp chomp, you're weak here, Yoru-chan. I found your weak spot, bitch. I was nibbling at her ear and running my tongue over it. Ha, choo-choo, it's your weak spot. Tickle breath, huh? Stimulating her ear made Yoru-chan's body convulse. Judging by her strong reaction, it seems that her ears are her weak spot indeed. Never stopping, baby. Nope, it's amusing, so I'll never stop. Of course I didn't stop moving my waist either. The wooden floor was making creaking noises matching the movements of our hips. Nips and hips. The squeaking was barely audible, mixed with the sounds of our colliding bodies. The point where we were united was overflowing with sexual fluids, pre-cum and love juices intensely mixed together into a white froth. Frothy. My ears and my pussy, they feel good. No way. Senpai. Your penis is clinging to my pussy. No, it's rubbing me so much. If you keep grinding so hard, you'll tear my uterus open. Holy shit, that's a little intense. My dick, screwed inside Yoru-chan's perfectly fitting pussy, gradually started pounding her stronger. It was piercing her insides over and over again. It's pulsing! It's like it's alive! Anyway. And then I felt her vagina started convulsing slightly. The tightening became rather painful and my stroke slowed down. Bigger and harder, stronger and faster. You too, your insides are squeezing so much. It feels good, right? Hi, senpai, hi. Pleasure shattered our thoughts, and our instincts surfaced. We wanted each other's bodies without reserve, earnestly and recklessly. We were like animals, moving our hips vigorously, pursuing nothing but pleasure. Your raging penis. Me too, you're sucking me in so much I can't get it out. We're gonna be stuck like this. Whoa. Whoa, dude. And that's where we stopped. I ain't having no baby. My pussy wants your baby. Wow, dude. That's sexy talk if I ever heard it. My pussy wants your baby. We lusted for each other, unconcerned about our appearances. I shook Yoru-chan's body violently, roughly groped her breasts, and stained her ear with my saliva. Oh, she's starting to feel weird. Her body's feeling fluffy. Real fluffy. Yoru-chan's lovely voice got noticeably louder and reverberated inside our secret base. My penis was getting caught in the folds of her vagina. That stirred up the urge to ejaculate. My back shivered at the feeling of semen slowly creeping up. I can feel the semen welling up inside of me. I want to finish inside you, Yoru-chan. Even though I just came from the blowjob a moment ago, another load of cum was making its way out. Tangle, tangle. Tangle, tangle. You always love when you tangle. Tangle, tangle. I love you too, Yoru-chan. She says I love, I'm crazy in love right now. Good. From now on, will you keep having sex with me? Nah, last time. Better enjoy it. Yes, of course I will. From now on and always, Q-Q-Ka-Choo. Together forever, no matter how long, my schlong will be in your thong. We got high on the feelings of love reverberating in our heads. We really are one step away from the climax. Yoru-chan, together forever, I will come right now. From now till the end of time. Why is the Pokemon song getting stuck on my head when this happens? Ooh. She loves me, dude. Suddenly our bodies became light, and our consciousness seemed to fade away. We were rapidly approaching the peak of ecstasy. I'm coming, Yoru-chan. She's already coming, okay. Yoru-chan lowered her back, guiding my dick to her deepest parts. To answer her, I vigorously pushed my hips up again, piercing her insides. Here it comes, dude. It's awesome! Yes, fill you up, we got it. Here it comes. Sploosh! Reaching my limit, I released all of my lust into the deepest part of Yoru-chan's vagina. Even though it was the second time today, it didn't get any weaker. It isn't stopping. It's not stopping! Throb, throb. My semen kept flowing into Yoru-chan. Soon the discharge weakened and my seed stopped filling her insides. What is it, Yorojhan?
気持ちいい
I'm sure you do.
です
Yeah, me too. Still joined together during this trivial exchange, we were staring at each other's faces in a daze.
もう少しこのままでいいです
Stay connected, baby.
先輩とつながって
What a coincidence! I just thought the same thing. I didn't want to part from her. I wanted to feel Yorochan's warmth for a bit longer. Just like this. That's what I thought.
ね
Hey,
え先輩
Yeah?
大好きです
What a coincidence! I just thought the same thing. I love you. Oh wow, now we get to fucking block out some boobies. And also, good. Was that because of youth? Even now, I'm surprised at myself for having sex in a place like this.
匂い
It smells.
してますね
We have to air it. We have to air it here, or air it out in here, you mean? I hadn't realized while we were at it, but now that we were finished, I noticed the smell of sweat filling the place. I didn't dislike it, but it probably wouldn't be any good for other people other than us. Fortunately, club activities were suspended, but depending on the situation, they might restart tomorrow. Asa-chan was still sleeping.
近くであんな声出してたのに
Yeah, for real.
よっぽど疲れてたみたい
I like
で
that
すね
Yorochan's doing her arm cross move with her boobs, just chilling out. Nice. Yeah, a lot has happened after all.
そういえば先輩腕大丈夫だったんですか随分と激しい運動でしたけど
Yeah, this much shouldn't be a problem.
無理はしちゃダメですよエッチしたかなんて
It'd be super idiotic if we had sex so hard you fucked your shit up. True that. I guess so. Making my body get worse from sex, idiocy has its limits. Was I rough? I'm not sure, but it's necessary to take it easy to some extent until I make a full recovery. That's right, I just remembered. We have to do something about a pilot.
うん
The doctor said flying's off limits for me. And yeah, my reactions are a bit sluggish. In this condition, quick maneuvers would be... It's frustrating, but even if I made a quick recovery, it'd be too dangerous for me to fly like this. I considered flying despite this, but in the worst case scenario, it could cause a lot of trouble for others. It was the same in the past when I hurt myself on my bike. I only made my mother worry about me back then.
何をしようが止めはしないけど完治するまで
Take it easy, till you recover, eh?
今何かあって取り返しがつかないことになっちゃいけない
You know what I'm saying? You don't fucking fix it, you're gonna be dead forever, eh? You know what I'm saying? That was yesterday's phone call. After I made a promise to do so, I couldn't break it. So I couldn't do it. We needed someone else to pilot the glider.
まあもういいですね言ってしまっても
That's just the way it
こういう状
is.
況ですし
And that's just how it's gonna be. Huh?
それでしたら大丈夫ですよ代わりはいます
There is? Really?
ええついでに免許も持ってます
You're talking about Amane? Oh, wait, but getting outsiders is a bit...
いえ部員ですよ
Huh? Who? Somebody other than me has a license?
私です
No! Huh?
私ライセンス持ってますよ
The fuck? Since when? That was kind of out of nowhere, though, for real. She has a license? The fuck?